to get out of there, so at this point he is going to disconnect, so I skipped ahead there, dropped any unnecessary film. He gets dropped out, so we have no more puck in the game, which I thought was very well deserved considering his attitude. I left my illusions to nail the void there. Unfortunately, I wasn't quite moved in. I can't remember why I backed up. I think I was afraid of initiate or something like that. But here we go. Metamorphasis is gone. I have way less damage potential. I have no range. I pretty much have that new spell and it does very little damage, and I have Sunder, so casting completely missing, running into the pit here stupidly, and gonna kind of hang back and just kill these creeps for some gold. Invoker just stopped EMPing for some reason, which I don't quite understand, but gonna really focus down this pit or this Pudge really fast, doing good damage. Gonna take out this Pit Lord next, but his AoEs were just really frustrating this game because he would always drop my illusions. I'm gonna Sunder out the Invoker quick, but he was just stacking on movement speed items, so not much I could do to slow him down. So at this point, I begin the epic run back to my base, casting that spell to slow everybody down, except for the Pit Lord apparently. But getting slowed down, might as well do a little attacking while I'm standing there, and now I'm gonna book it out of there if I did not get creep blocked as hell. And down to 200 HP, 150 HP, 70 HP, 36 HP. I'm getting about 11 regen per second. Plus I have that Vanguard in melee, so definitely holding out the kill there. I really didn't think I was going to make that one. So nice save by Mirana there. One of the few good things she did this game, so gonna go initiate on this Pudge over here. And we're going to be doing team fight. I'm going to transform and try to focus down that Pit Lord or the Pudge. A little bit of lagging. Gonna slow him down a bunch, and he gets dropped thanks to the tiny. Picking off the crow. I did not see that item for some reason. It's kind of tough to, yeah, there. Did you see that? It wasn't there initially, so I just assumed there's no items and I didn't look at it. And then Slar picked up a brand new Sanjin Yasha. What dropped? Woot free SNY, and I was like, I didn't see anything, so I was like, whatever, I got a crit kill, and then I look, bam, Sanjin Yasha. Pulled that off a pit apparently. So that was pretty good pickup. So it's a 5v4 at this point, a typical pub game, and I'm gonna be doing some pressure. I got my ultimate orb, definitely some good damage potential. Invoker coming from behind us, possibly some more heroes back there as well. Tiny getting initiated on stupidly, but whatever. And gonna try to take out this pit. I kind of wanted to save my Metamorphasis. I think I'm on cooldown, excuse me. And that Ghost Scepter was really frustrating to play against for the rest of this game. Gonna transform and just drop that Invoker. In a second I'll transform. Right. Really like to focus Void. I was happy that I got around this. Gonna try to do some more some slows, but not picking up anything. Gonna focus on this Pudge. And there really were a lot of stuns this game. I feel like if I got a Black King bar immediately after my Sanjin Yasha, that I could have done a lot more for this game. And here's when I tried to click on Puck and I just could not get him, which was frustrating because I know I could have gotten that kill if I was actually moved into position. Dodging some more damage, and I'm going to TP out of here because I have no lifesteal, which is another possible build that I would recommend. I really think that like a Sanjin Yasha, or going the initial build, the Treads, the Vanguard, and the Sanjin Yasha, I think that's a really excellent build to go on him. But following that, I would recommend a Black King bar or Helm of the Dominator or a crit stick probably. I might try that out as well if I'm doing really good and I don't have a lot of carry contention or the stuns aren't too ridiculous, which let's be honest is most games. Then I was gonna try to just survive with that. So farming up the Skadi, got some beast slows, but Void's gonna initiate and try to kill one of my illusions, which he succeeds at. I was like, okay. But at this point I really felt like my Skadi didn't make that much of a difference at all, which was very frustrating. So I'm gonna try to swap some HP just on this guy, but well, yeah, once they got in front of me, it was not a whole lot I could do. So gonna slow him down, gonna drop some damage. Unfortunately, missed my attack, so I did not get the last hit, but it didn't matter because he has Nagus. So I felt definitely very farmed at this point. Like I could drop a lot of these heroes. So gonna put some more damage on this pit, but really he's doing a lot of damage. And for some reason I was going after this Invoker. I did a little swap there, a little bit unnecessary. I could have saved it for the Void or something. Gonna try to chase him down. See if we get a stun from an ally, doing big damage there. And he gets dropped. So here's the Void back in the battle. Gonna try to focus him down, getting a bash off. See how many more bashes he gets. Gonna slow him down. Initiates by Puck, even though he's not in the game. His team started using him, I think. And this is the part of the game where I really wish I had lifesteal, because didn't have Metamorphasis cooldown, didn't have Sunder. He's got that Butterfly, so he was started doing some really good damage. Another push going on bottom. Just respawning. It's probably for my last death. I'm just gonna get my mana pool up, and then I'm gonna go jump into combat. I'll transform and see what I can DPS down. Go for this Invoker. Drop in the dust so that he didn't ghost walk out of there. And once again, the Ghost Staff getting that Pit Lord out of there. Blue kept typing nice leg hack. These people are the best, seriously. Just demonstrating my current damage potential. Nothing fantastic, but really not bad. The biggest chunks, like I said before, are really coming from my main attack. So they chased him down. Pudge getting an ult off. And here we go, we're gonna do some more pressure bottom. Which really felt like I was fighting uphill at this point, trying to slow down all these people. And I mean, does it really help that much? That I mean, yeah, sure, my HP is 2,700 at the moment with my Skadi, but Lord quitting the game because he's a bitch. And yep, so yep, Rubrik time walking out of an ult. Done 2 awesome things with spell steals, even though his general playstyle was bad. But I was dead at that point. Not sure where I died there. Yeah. Gonna drop the dust again. Take out the Invoker. At this point, I was working for a Butterfly. Unfortunately, my Butterfly was really delayed till the end of the game. I mean, there's so much pressure on my base, I could not go farm anywhere. It was pretty much a result of me having to sit around and just auto attack creeps in lanes because all my teammates were idiots. So really wanted that Butterfly. If I had that, it definitely could have done a lot more potential against the Void in team fights, dodging his stuns. And unfortunately we have to wait a little bit for this leg. I'm so sorry. Didn't really, I guess I could have edited that little chunk out, but I didn't think about it at the time. So Void realizing he's a little bit up shit creek, so he's gonna pop his BKB and run away, which is, I think they, oh, that's why all the guys wanted him, so I think he just ran. Really quality blink from Slar. You can tell how good of a hero or good of a player he is. Once again, people mad. Dude, just leave. Wow. Fag it. Gonna try to drop this Pudge, getting some sight with my spell. I think he had a Lincoln's or something. I just heard a Lincoln's. And this is how much damage they do as hero. But bam, he's got 4 staff. They have Ghost Scepters. I mean, they really have good ways to get out of damage. So dropping down that Void with just 1-person DPS on the Skadi and the Sanj and Yasha. I don't even have damage items, and I'm doing that much damage. So that just shows you the power. Hanging mid. Just got my Eagle Horn, pretty much. Haven't purchased it yet, but just getting some kills here and reacting quick. But unfortunately, he's popping a BKB. He is undoubtedly going to ulti me in just a second as soon as his super annoying leg screen goes away. So here I am gonna try to focus him down. He's getting slowed down for my orbs. I did a little bit of life swap way early. Plus he had that BKB on, so. But really, I mean, he could not drop me at this point. I got that Talisman of Evasion. It's going to reduce a lot of his bashes, a lot of his attacks, a lot of his life. I don't know if it stops the life steal or not. But definitely annoying amounts of lag. Of course, he's still probably calling lag hack. We'll see it in a second. And me just hanging out middle, I felt really confident at this point. I was like, oh yeah, I'm cool. I got this. No big deal. And sending the Crow to go purchase a Butterfly. And bam, I'm getting initiated on along with the rest of the team. Void immediately jumping in, gonna try to slow him down, but getting ulted by the Pudge. I have no spells in sight to keep me alive, so I'm gonna run out of there, getting hooked out. I did not notice this at the time, but I totally got hooked out of the Chronosphere, and I was running around the circle. I thought I was still standing there for some reason, but there I go, dead. And once again, frustrated that I just died with no spells. He pretty much needs like a Sunder or a Metamorphasis to pull anything. 2 shielded. Pulling out the kill, or well, lifting him up and then letting the Slardar get the kill, but using some of those spells is really good. And I bought back here because I was going to try to impact the team fight here that was really not over at all. So, Booker's going to make it out of there. Pudge is doing sick damage to that Mirana. See how stupid, God, she's so dumb. Why didn't she just run? Yeah, seriously, she did not need to die there, that was very frustrating. Popping the 4 staff, gonna do a little bit of chasing here. Some of the illusions really got in my way a lot of times, which is very frustrating. Juking through the trees, but cutting them off, and that is gonna be the end of Pudge unless he lucks out on the suicide. Gonna auto attack those creeps. farming back up the money I lost from buying back. I don't know if it was completely worth it. I picked up that Purge kill, I think, or somebody did. Still spending a lot of money there. They just did a Dark Rift teleport in on Magus there, and unfortunately I teleported in the middle, and Void was more concerned with getting the tower kill, so I was going to definitely put some damage on him here. Casting the spells, really dropping him fast once I go for the focus. So barely even taking any damage at this point. Pit Lord is gone, so he has no items, dropping him down. Pudge getting attacked later in the game. So there's Pudge sucking in Aegis. The rest of the team there ready to get a kill. Perfect stun off Solar, followed by an avalanche. Unfortunately, that toss was on Pudge and not the other, and not tossing Pudge in the air. So gonna try to take him down, but seriously, he had like a Manta and a Boots of Travel and a Cyclone, and it's like a pretty solid counter against TerrorBlade, to be completely honest. So close to my Butterfly. Unfortunately, I didn't go for the initiate because I thought it was just Pudge over there and Invoker, and I thought, oh yeah, the team's got this, no big deal. But because I was so close to my Butterfly, I just wanted to get it farmed, and then Void shows up, fortunately. So he's going to finish off a lot of my team. Nice stun by the Magus, but it's not going to be enough. So I was worried about this push as well, so I'm just going to do a little bit of farming here, see if my illusions could actually help out and change the battle of the team fight. 300 gold away from farming my Butterfly up. Getting close, just auto attacking, assuming I can get the money. Got my Eagle Horn. I'm going to see a little bit more damage output out of me now. If you didn't know, Butterfly is actually a really good illusion item. I don't know if it gives evasion for this for the illusions, but I mean it's 30 agility, and agility is really good for your illusions. So I was 100 gold away from my Butterfly here, and I know they're pushing because this is our last Rex. So I'm super sad. I never make type faces like that ever in my life, and believe me, I was quite frustrated with this. So I'm going to do a little pushing here. I'm going to draw my AoE, do a little bit of damage, at least slow down the creep wave. I'm going to transform and focus on this Invoker. Focus down this Pit really fast, which it's pretty amazing how much damage he was doing. The Cold Snap going down on me, unfortunately no one around here to help me. Trying to Sunder, barely pulling it out, just in time. I'm going to try to focus down this Void, getting sheeped by that Invoker. So getting ready to do more damage here. Going to try to finish him off. Casting up. Gonna focus down the Void. Going for the Invoker next. Got a Puck here still. Getting another Cold Snap off. Taking a lot of creep damage even though I have that Vanguard. So I'm gonna try to book it out of there. Getting tornadoed. Followed up by Puck. And Waning Rift for the kill. So I just died as I get my quarterstaff. I mean, think what would have happened in that battle if I had that quarterstaff. I believe, I don't know if Void had his Monkey King bar completed at that point, but I mean that's basically what just resulted there, and the difference of 100 gold. I mean, I almost pulled out that kill on the Invoker. I surely would have killed Void a lot faster if I had the extra 30% auto attack speed, the extra 30 damage. I mean, that's huge damage output from one item, so definitely would have pulled out that kill on that Void a lot faster. Definitely would have dodged a lot more creep attacks, dodged more Invoker attacks. Very frustrating, and that's how the game turned out. So that's pretty much the end of this replay. I think I ended up just kind of hanging out and auto-attacking creeps until they finally did a 5-man push, and I tanked everything. And unfortunately, that was just a little too much for me to handle. It's tiny picking up a kill here, but not a really big deal. So, frustrating game, but that's the new TerrorBlade. That's a really good example of how strong he is, and once again, that was me being behind on farm because my team got owned so hard. You will see the kill deaths at the end of the game, and it is borderline shocking about how horrible my team did as a whole. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'm gonna post more videos soon. I played a few Roof Trellin games. I'm gonna show those next, most definitely. And Roof Trellin is just an awesome hero. I would say he's more enjoyable to play, way more enjoyable to play than he used to be, that's for sure. So definitely pick him some games. TerrorBlade, really good hero. I miss his lifesteal. He's not as strong in lane in my opinion. I mean, he's got the Zeal lifesteal or whatever, but it's not like he's like super imba by any means. Anybody that says that is wrong. I don't care if he beats you in a carry fest. I mean, I don't know. So here's the final battle. Gonna auto attack down the Void, see if I can do any damage here, but I believe he has a Monkey King bar, plus I'm taking an entire circle of mega creeps, which is just a little too much for me. So unfortunately I could not out carry the mega creeps plus the heroes, so that is the end of the game. Thanks for watching.